You know you have made it when you are a celebrity couple, when all of a sudden you get a celebrity nickname.
Oh, yeah.
We've got the Bennifer, we've got the Brangelina, although they're no more, but they did make it, you know.
Yeah.
And now Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift have their very own celebrity nickname, and it is Trailer.
That is perfect.
Trailer.
That is
Excellent.
perfect.
T-R-A, Travis,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y-L-O-R, Taylor.
Love
Trailer.
it.
That's
Trailer.
awesome. I love it.
Trailer
Trailer.
trash. I love it.
Makes you think of Mater from Cars.
Yeah.
Mater.
Mater and trailer.
Mater and Trailer.
Oh, Trailer. So that's when you hear us refer to somebody as Trailer, you know it's Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. You're welcome.
Taylor,
What
what
is-
you are doing in your life right now, besides rocking the world, please try our friend Travis. He is fantastic. This is one, Taylor. I know we're not the best of friends. We're not even friends, but I consider you one. Take us up on this. Go on a date with this guy. Do it for
You would
America.
have the greatest. Do it. I was just gonna say, do it for yourself, do it for us, and do it for the people, because there's no one that would give you a better time than this guy.
Wow.
So that are the what you just heard was NFL commentators Erin Andrews, and then she does a podcast with a woman named Carissa Thompson. She also
She's NFL, yeah.
okay.
She does
so
sideline reporting.
Oh, she's
That's right.
very attractive. Both
very
of them.
attractive, both very talented.
We sat right next to Aaron Andrews at the ACC tournament one year.
Remember
No
when
way.
she said hi to me, and I was like, oh, I
Oh, yeah.
melted in my seat.
No
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was real close
Squid,
to
you,
her.
you don't
Yeah. I wish you
understand the
said hi to
star
me.
power you work with every day.
Seriously.
You said hi to me.
We've been around,
They
bro.
told us not to talk to anybody, but and we did it.
We did anyway. We're like, that's Aaron Andrews. Let me kind of stand in her way. So when she said hey to Kate, she's like, hey, can you get out of my way?
I was like, oh, she said hi to
She
me.
said, hey.
I'll take it.
It worked.
She did. She looked at me. That's a win.
We locked eyes.
Right? But anyway, those two do a podcast together, and they were talking about this is in, I believe it was in April of this past year, like within this past year, and they were trying to get Taylor Swift to go out with Travis Kelce. So in a way, like they predicted, they knew that he probably, you know, there had been talk, like he has a rumor or he has a crush on Taylor Swift, you know? And so then these two really try to sell it to Taylor Swift. Like, just go on a date with him. You have to. You're going to love it. You'll have a great time. And then Travis Kelce posted, because Carissa Thompson posted that flashback on her social media, and Travis Kelce posted, I owe you guys.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So, Jason, is that direct vouch or indirect vouch? That's direct.
That is a direct
vouch. Okay.
Oh, because they're two
There's-
people who personally know.
Yeah, they're saying something. An indirect vouch is how they're kind of acting towards the person, and they're not telling you.
Oh.
Got
So
it.
if he has a girl around him that seems to be into him, and she maybe is like talking to her friends of how great of a friend or this guy is, and somebody else hears that,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
an indirect vouch. If somebody's telling that girl, oh, you got to date him, he's a great guy, that's a direct vouch.
Well, and you know, Jason has talked about this for years. Sometimes
Yes.
we question it. I went on a date this past Saturday.
Yeah.
And I found out after the fact the reason she said yes was it was a direct vouch from a listener who's her cousin. Like, oh, he asked you to go to lunch. You have to go with him.
That's a direct.
That's a direct.
So that's direct vouch.
Do you know the listener?
I don't. Never met him, but she's just.
That's
Is
a direct vouch.
It is? Because you hear from
100%.
somebody else?
No, because that girl is telling the other girl, you have to go out with him. He's whatever somehow. And
Yeah.
We don't get
I'm
it either.
just as
but whatever.
surprised.
Yeah.
I'm just as surprised.
We don't get it. But,
They're like,
but,
you
but
need,
yeah.
and then so that kind of pushed her over the edge because she's like, I don't know. And then
an indirect vouch would be the potential date seeing or hearing from elsewhere about how he's a really good. Now, obviously, the dating site apparently, but the you know,
not have you dated this guy. Like,
I do like, though, that this is I like this. You did work yourself into there
Right.
to give yourself props that you were worthy of going on the date. I like that.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
Jared
right,
just
yeah.
tried to
Pat
give
yourself on
himself.
the back.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
Jared
Yeah.
gave himself his own direct vouch.
Yeah, toot your own horn, dog.
I
Exactly.
didn't mention that then other family members
Yes.
of hers like definitely go out with them, but yeah,
Yeah.
I stopped at one.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I would
But
say
also, I've been on this show for 16 years, and I've never been able to talk about
You
dating.
haven't
Yeah.
ever.
'Cause I was married for most of the time, and then
Listen, dude,
Yeah.
toot that horn. Because no one else is
Yeah.
going to toot it
No,
for you, I
no.
don't think.
Toot
I
it
mean,
and
I don't know
boot
with
it,
your
boy.
religion and
Toot it
whatnot.
and boot it.
And to be just to be clear,
but it helped big time.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you made it clear that that listener had never met you before too, because then I don't know the vouch would have come.
Well, of course, she met me. I've since met that listener.
Oh,
but
I
Yeah.
see what you're
Oh
saying.
yeah. So
Yeah,
then she's
it's
like,
like,
don't date
don't
this
forget
guy.
it.
then she's like,
to be clear,
I take it
these
back.
direct vouches and indirect vouches of the scenarios that we're talking about is from a book of how to pick up girls.
Which you read.
Co-authored Jason Goodman.
Yes,
Years
co-op.
years ago. Yeah, it's
Okay.
how to pick up girls. And these are they're basically saying this is how you get your vouches. When you meet a girl, you're not into that girl in a romantic way. You become really good friends with the first girl you meet. Really good. No matter how hot she is, you want her to be hot. You want to be friends with the hottest girl because then the hot girl introduces you to her next friend. And that's a direct vouch to her next friend. And then you maybe become friends possibly with the next one. And then all of a sudden, different girls see other girls either direct vouching you or indirect vouching you. And that's all the girls you sleep with. But you still have your base
Okay.
of the,
Yeah.
the
All
the
right.
The ones
original.
that make you look
Always
good.
just take it one step.
That's the book, not
Okay.
me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got
All
it.
right.
And
Just
then-
report the facts.
There are some people.
But he's right.
He is, but then there's some people who just get drunk and meet in a bar and then they're married forever. So you never know.
No, you
That's
never.
true,
You
but
never
this
know.
is about how to pick up girls.
But like
Yes.
Katie, if you're on the fence about somebody and then somebody that you trusted was like, you have to.
Yeah, to
It
go
would
out
kinda push.
initially,
Initially,
yes.
not like
not.
then you're like, I don't like them. Like, no, but you should.
No.
That's different.
Yeah, then
but
that's
initially, yes, of
initially,
course.
sure. Yeah, I think a direct
Then it's
vouch
up to me
works.
to ruin it
Well, exactly.
at some point.
Which
Give it time.
Just give it time.
you're right.
Yes.
And in this case, I think they're two solid direct vouches. It's women who work in the industry who have had firsthand experience with Travis Kelce,
Yeah.
interviewing him, talking
Right.
to him, getting to know him. I don't think that there's anybody, really any woman who would be like, oh, yeah, go out with him. He'll cheat on you. He's a womanizer. Like, we
His
wouldn't do
ex.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I think in that case they would say, no, don't.
That's a
They said
bad.
don't go
that's
out.
a bad
Mhm,
vouch.
mhm.
Basically, they're getting a negative vouch by his ex.
Yeah. So you're going to get, this is a good
You don't want a
vouch.
negative vouch.
Right.
No,
A
gosh,
negative
no.
vouch sucks.
Well, and there's also, speaking of Trailer, which is the new celebrity nickname for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, a lot of people speculating what they think Taylor Swift's first song is going to sound like when inevitably it's over.
You stole my heart, you intercepted it. Now you're gone, have to accept it. Did I meet your mom too soon?
Maybe.
Or did I do what I always do? Yeah, we made it to the 50, and then you kissed me. We made it to the 40, a new love story.
This is so good.
We made it to the 30, and you did me dirty right then. You put the end in tight end, and I touched down just like you in a game. I'm in another town, and nothing feels the same. Wish I could go back when we met that day. Oh, whoa, and throw a flag on the play.
So good.
My gosh.
Is that a real artist or is that AI?
It's a real artist.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
real
was
artist.
like really well done.
Yes, some of them
Oh.
are fantastic. Others
Not great.
Not so great.
Okay.
My name is Taylor. I have the Swifties. I am a princess. And now I'm dating a Super Bowl champ. His name is Travis.
I can like it.
Don't need no other, cause my new lover's my favorite tight end. The fans don't mind it, they get excited, long as they're winning. All that he's got is to win, and that boy is not a little boy. My super boo.
Super Bowl.
Amazing woman. Superstar, Super Bowl, super romance. Makes me wanna tell you that you shouldn't. Don't you dump me.
I like both of them.
I am having so much fun with Trailer.
I hit
I
trailers with that.
just love it.
Yeah.
It's just the most positive I feel like I have been all year. I don't know why.
Wow.
It just is.
It's I
You're not alone, I'm sure.
I don't understand why I love it so much too.
I don't
love the
know.
story.
It's just positive. It just is. And it's new love.
distracting you from? If I see that one more time, I'm gonna find. I want to go delete all my social media.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of haters coming out big time.
Yeah,
for
Some
sure.
people didn't
do.
boo her at the
Giants
Giants
game.
game.
Yeah. And then also we see a lot on, you post anything about Taylor Swift. It's like, who cares? Well, you know what? You just took some of your precious time, and I'm using that with air quotations, to comment who cares when clearly you do a little.
And they're like, "What about Ukraine?" I'm like, "Okay, you can do more than one thing in life."
To Ukraine.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing about Ukraine?
Yes.
You're commenting on a Taylor Swift post.
Right.
Shut
and by
up.
the way, everybody knows Daniel Tiger says you can be more than one thing. So there.
Well, there's the we posted
Everybody.
posted the promotion we have with the Taylor Swift Eras movie
Uh-huh.
that we have coming out at Trek
Yes.
Cinemas on the opening day. That you can get your tickets because we have the whole theater.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the comments, a lot of them were like, "Oh, enter now," and sharing and this and that. And there was one comment that says, "If Taylor Swift was in my living room performing, I wouldn't give her any attention."
Oh my gosh, shut up.
Please.
Yeah,
It's like, well, then why take the time to write it?
right.
Because
Yeah.
they do care. They just want to be the outlier, but it's just annoying is what it is. Maybe that's what they want. They want
There was
to
a
be
lot
annoying.
of people though that seem to be outraged by this.
And those are the people. Usually, they're the ones who comment. The people that are not, they see the post. Oh, that's cool, and they keep
and
moving.
then they move on. Well, I do want to move on from Taylor Swift. Excuse me, Trailer. Do want to move on from Trailer. Grimes has gone to court to force Elon Musk to let her see their son. The child in question is Techno Mechanicus. Remember?
Oh my gosh.
Not poor little techno.
Can't even believe I just said those words, but I did.
I'm sure a judge thinks it's a piece of technology. That's why they're ruling this
That's
way.
right. Right.
He was born last year, and just days before filing her papers, Grimes tweeted, "Tell Elon to let me see my son or please respond to my lawyer. I have never even been allowed to see a photo of these children
That's not
until
good.
this moment, despite the situation utterly ripping my family apart." Grimes and Elon have 3 children together. In addition to Techno Mechanicus, they also have a 3-year-old son and a daughter who will be 2 in December.
Well, hold on. Techno Mechanicus, did she give birth to?
I don't
'Cause
know.
the way she's talking sounds like she's
it
never
might
met the
be
kid.
surrogate.
I
It might
gotcha.
be surrogate.
Interesting.
Yes, and
Huh,
so...
that's tricky.
Mm-hmm.
I also recently came across a situation where I never heard this before. Somebody was married and they adopted a child while they're married, and they got divorced, and now they share custody of the adopted child. It's like,
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes
but
sense.
It makes sense.
But I just never heard that before. I'm like, oh, I guess of course that would happen.
Yeah, because you've both legally adopted.
You're right.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that it is
That's like my
surrogate.
dad. My dad did that with my sister. My dad adopted my sister. So, and my parents got divorced. So my dad is still legally her dad.
Mhm.
I got you.
Yep.
Now you've heard of it twice.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.